Right now, court proceedings involving Nnamdi Kanu are drawing national attention, and people are glued to their screens everywhere. Today, we are looking at what is happening, why it matters, and the reactions that are unfolding. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any updates. This is real-time news that everyone is talking about. In the courtroom, tensions are high. Kanu, the leader of IPOB, has been involved in a long trial concerning charges that the government says relate to terrorism and incitement. The trial has taken multiple twists, with Kanu challenging the court several times. Most recently, the court decided to foreclose his defense, meaning he will not formally present his side in the way the court expected. This has caused murmurs in the courtroom and heightened attention from observers. Many people are asking, what does this mean for him? And what does this mean for Nigeria? First, let's look at Kanu's strategy. Even though the court has foreclosed his defense, he has made it clear that he has witnesses lined up from abroad, from countries like the UK, the United States, and Ethiopia. He has also attempted to summon high-profile figures, including former military chiefs and prominent politicians, to testify. All of this is part of his effort to ensure that his voice is heard, even within the legal limits imposed by the court. Outside the courtroom, the situation is just as tense. Supporters of Kanu are watching events closely, knowing that the judgment, scheduled for November 20, could have serious consequences. They are mobilizing, sharing information online, and preparing to make their voices heard peacefully. It is essential to note that while emotions are high, the focus remains on following lawful, non-violent actions. Security is tight around the court. There have been discussions and preparations by security agencies to maintain order. This includes ensuring that demonstrations do not escalate and that the court proceedings continue without interruption. Past events have shown that whenever Kanu appears in court, tensions rise due to his influence and the significance of his case. Kanu himself has challenged the court on multiple fronts. He has argued about jurisdiction, stating that some charges do not apply or are based on outdated laws. So he has made public statements reminding the authorities and the nation that the law must be followed carefully and fairly. These statements are widely reported and watched because they signal how the trial could unfold and how the public may react. It is important to keep watching these developments closely. Every move in the courtroom can have ripple effects outside. People are paying attention to every decision, every statement, and every action taken by both the court and Kanu's team. This is why the trial is not just a legal matter, but a national story with political and social dimensions. As we move deeper into the trial, it becomes clear that Kanu is not just fighting a legal battle, he is fighting for influence and narrative. Every move he makes is calculated. Even without formally presenting his defense, he is setting the stage for what could happen after the judgment. He wants the public, both inside Nigeria and abroad, to hear his side of the story. And this is exactly why people are paying attention. This trial is not only about what happens in the courtroom, but also about perception and public opinion. Outside the courtroom, Kanu's supporters have been mobilizing. Many are expressing their concerns peacefully, attending court sessions, sharing updates on social media, and organizing watch groups. These are people who believe strongly in Kanu's cause and are eager to see justice done fairly. It's important to note that while there is strong emotion, the majority are focused on lawful, peaceful demonstration, and that is what authorities are closely monitoring. Meanwhile, security remains a top priority. The court has been heavily guarded, and security agencies have been on alert. Their job is to ensure that the court can function without disruption and that everyone remains safe. Tensions are naturally high because of the history of this trial, Kanu's influence, and the political weight of his case. Every decision by the judge, every action by Kanu, and even every comment by his legal team is being watched closely. Kanu has also made statements challenging the legitimacy of certain charges. He argues that some laws applied in his case are outdated or invalid. This is significant because it raises questions about the fairness and thoroughness of the legal process. At the same time, it keeps the public engaged and talking about the trial. The courtroom is not just a place for legal debate. It has become a stage where law, politics, and public opinion intersect. Now, looking ahead, the November 20th judgment is the most critical date. It is the day when the court will deliver its decision. Many are speculating about the outcome and the reactions that could follow. Kanu's supporters are preparing while security agencies are planning how to maintain peace. The government and local leaders are watching closely, aware that the trial's outcome could have implications for social stability in parts of the country. It is important for viewers to understand that this trial is symbolic. It is about Kanu, yes, but also about the rule of law, the handling of dissent, and the ability of institutions to act fairly under pressure. Kanu's actions, the court's decisions, and public reaction all interact to shape how Nigeria handles such high-profile cases in the future. Remember to like this video and subscribe for updates. The situation is dynamic and staying informed is key. Following the trial closely will help you understand not only what is happening in court, but also how these events may influence the country at large. The courtroom drama has drawn attention because of the people involved. Kanu's decision to call witnesses from abroad, including former military officials and politicians, adds weight to his strategy. It signals that he wants the trial to be as transparent and comprehensive as possible, and that he intends to challenge the narrative pushed by his opponents. Every witness, every argument, every motion filed contributes to a story that is unfolding not only in legal terms, but also politically and socially. Kanu's supporters have been very active online. They share updates, videos, and commentary about the trial. This shows how technology has amplified the attention on the case. Information spreads quickly and opinions form fast. The trial has become a national discussion, with people across different regions following every detail. The judge and court officials are aware of this pressure. They have been careful in handling proceedings, balancing legal procedure with public scrutiny. Every decision is deliberate because the consequences go beyond the courtroom. The ruling could affect not only Kanu's life, but also the political climate in Nigeria, public trust in institutions, and even how the Southeast perceives the government. Remember to like this video and subscribe to stay updated. I will continue to bring you every key detail as it unfolds, so make sure you are following closely.